Right, Derek Lewis versus Chris Daukaus at 265 pounds. This is a hell of a main event. This is a really fun one. I mean, the thing is, it's like I kind of missed this one. There's all the craziness over Poirier and Oliveira and everything that all looking at. This one kind of flew under the radar somewhat because Chris Daukaus has been so good. He's crazy good. I mean, when you watched him against Abdul, I can't remember what his name is. He's like a Russian cat. He was a master of kickboxing in Russia. So the guy that he just beat is really good. I forget his name. I do apologise, but it's it was Abdul Akmar something. Anyway, Daukaus looked really good now, and I actually picked against Daukaus in that fight because I thought that the kickboxing would have caused him more problems. But Daukaus, what's strange about Daukaus is he's so quick. For a heavyweight, he is mega fast. Like, his hand speed is kind of ridiculous, and his footwork's pretty good as well. He just seems to be able to get in and out and just blast people, and he's got some sickening power, like some deceptive power. It's like when he hits people, they're like, whoa, okay, whoa. It's a deceptive power in a similar way to Jamal Hill at light heavyweight. Jamal Hill has that kind of deceptive power where it doesn't even look like he's hitting them hard, but you see the people's reaction to it and they're like, whoa, ow, hang on, whoa, and then they're down. And it's a similar thing with Chris Daukaus, right? But one thing we have to acknowledge here is that Derek Lewis, that's a real big jump in competition for Daukaus. He has not fought anybody that's on Derek Lewis's level. Like, Derek Lewis, he's in the upper echelons of that heavyweight division, and there is a good reason for that, because he's bloody good. It's not like, whilst Derek Lewis might not be the most technically pretty fighter in the world, right? He's old school. He really is. Like, Derek Lewis is a dying breed of fighter, and I think we have to make the most of guys like Derek Lewis whilst they're still around, because he's just one of those guys that he is a real fighter. You wouldn't want to fuck with Derek Lewis. He's the baddest man at the barbecue. Like, honestly. Like, he hits so hard, and he's just got a propensity towards violence, and he's just so good, like, with his hands. Like, you cannot count that man out. And I feel like that's what the bookies are doing in this one. Now, obviously, Derek Lewis is coming off that loss to Cyril Gane. That wasn't a big shock, honestly, because Cyril Gane might well be the best in the division. We're going to find out against Francis Ngannou pretty soon. But Cyril Gane might well be the best heavyweight in that division because he's just so quick and he offers things that nobody else does. And he was just able to beat Derek Lewis to the punch and just got the finish. And there is no shame in Derek Lewis for losing that one. Now, but Derek Lewis, he has been in the top of that division for so long, knocking people out all over the place. When he starched fucking Alexander Volkov, after kind of just getting beaten up for 3 rounds, and then literally he's only one punch away, bang, just over the top, bang, lights out, done, Dunsky. The same with Travis Brown. He took that shot to the midsection and just kind of doubled over, but it was almost like he was playing possum a little bit, just lured Travis Brown in and then smacked him and then just knocked him out. And he's craftier than he likes to let on. He's actually quite a clever fighter. He will lure people in to fighting at his pace, to fighting this slow, lumbering pace, and then all of a sudden, bang, he explodes. And when he does that, he's very fast in his own right. He might not be dancing around and using footwork in and out like Chris Daukaus and like your Cyril Ganes, right? But his hand speed is deceptively fast, and that's how he catches people. People, the guys he's fighting, think, oh, he's too slow. I can get out of the way of anything he throws if I need to. But then all of a sudden, it's just like he's going one pace, bang, and he switches the pace. He switches the pace very quickly and very violently, and that's how I think Derek Lewis is going to catch Chris Daukaus. Don't get me wrong, I would never dream of counting Chris Daukaus out of this fight because Chris Daukaus has shown that he is extremely good. But this is a very big jump up in competition. When you look at it here, look, Daukaus has 11 of 12 wins by KO. That's really, really impressive. But he only has 4 UFC fights. Derek Lewis has 20 of 25 wins by knockout. 12 knockouts in the UFC alone. That is incredible. To be knocking out UFC level competition at that kind of staggering rate is ridiculous, right? So people don't give Derek Lewis enough credit. Like, he gets a lot of credit. I think he should get more credit. I think that he's actually craftier than people think he is. He does set traps. He does set traps by lulling people into this kind of like slow, monotonous pace, and then bang, he'll catch you. He'll throw one over the top that's twice as fast as the ones that he has been throwing, and all of a sudden you're staring up at the lights. That's what I think this is. That's where I think this one is going. The thing is, the bookies, they're kind of counting Derek Lewis out of this one. It's not a horrendous line, but I thought Derek Lewis might have been the favourite going into this, honestly. But because, like I said, as good as Daukaus is, he's not fought anybody on the level of Derek Lewis yet, and we'll find out how good Daukaus is. If Daukaus can starch Derek Lewis, that is huge. That is a huge feather in his cap, and it might happen. It really might. But my money is going on Derek Lewis as the underdog here. You're getting the knockout at 2.50. So when you put that on the accumulator that I've been putting together throughout this video, it's Jordan Leavitt by submission. You've got Cub Swanson by decision, Stephen Thompson by decision, and the big man, Derek Lewis, the Black Beast, to get the knockout 2.50. And that is accumulator of 35.80, which is a terrible bet. Don't touch that with a barge pole. There's a reason they put the odds up that high on the accumulators, because something always falls out. But it's going to be a fun one to watch. I'm really looking forward to this fight card, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how these bets pan out. I'll be doing a kind of bet review recap of this event on Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And thank you for all the support. Thank you for subscribing to the Patreon if you're watching this video. And until next time, keep those odds long and those bets terrible.